Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So I decided to take a break from the Learn the Rider-Waite Tarot series today. I know we are only 2 cards away from being done with the majors, and I'm very excited about that. But I did get a new tarot deck, or actually oracle deck, and I did want to show you guys how I am going to be reviewing decks from now on going forward. So you guys might notice I do have nails, and that's because I finally got a tripod. So I have the ability now to do that downward angle I was talking about. So I am going to do a new type of review on decks now. So I'm going to do 2 videos for each deck. So I'm gonna do the one that you guys are used to with me talking and rambling and reviewing and having a good old grand time, and then I'm gonna do a second one which is just going to be the downward angle, just facing the cards, just a walkthrough, unbiased, no opinions, nothing like that. And that is because I have noticed that I tend to watch reviews that don't have faces in them. I tend to watch reviews that don't really have any talking. I don't want any opinions. I just want to see what each of those cards looks like. So I decided now that I have the ability to do so, I am also going to be doing that. I was kind of going back and forth on figuring out if I was going to make a second channel for that or not, but I think I should just keep it here, keep it in my channel. And if you guys are returning and you guys are my trusty bunch that watch every single video, you don't have to watch those ones because you guys have already seen these decks. So I am going to be just silently releasing these videos. So what I mean by that is I'm not going to announce them. They're not going to be all over my socials, things like that. I'm probably going to release them late at night so that nobody feels pressured to watch them the second they come out, because I just want them to be out in the world for people who want to watch those types of reviews, the card by card, really looking at them in depth, being able to see each of those cards, not having that type of opinion or anything. So I will still continue to do my reviews with you guys where I do talk about my likes, dislikes, pros and cons of the deck, things like that. I do love those very much, but I also want to do those unbiased, not talking type of review videos as well. So I will release 2 videos for each deck now if I ever get a new one going forward, and then you guys will start to see that I'm gonna start adding videos of the other tarot decks that I have already reviewed. So I will put the link to each of those old review videos in the new walkthrough videos, and then I will also link the walkthrough in the reviews so that everybody can see both sides if you guys so choose. So I am super excited today to announce that I got my first gift from my tarot wish list. You guys already know I have that tarot wish list down there in the description box for you guys always, and I have said that that is just all of the tarot and oracle decks I know of personally on Amazon, not necessarily saying those are the ones that I want, but it's just so that if you guys ever feel really drawn to a deck and you want me to review it, you can always send that to me and I will definitely review it for you guys. So I have I'm so excited for this deck. I went through it yesterday and I was, oh my gosh, I was playing with it so much. I was shuffling it, I was doing readings with it, but I put it all back in order for the sake of the video for you guys. So I have already really bonded with this deck. It's a beautiful deck. So what I'm talking about here is the Messenger Oracle. So you guys know my tarot to oracle deck ratio is kind of ridiculous. I've got like maybe somewhere past 12 tarot decks at the moment, like 12, 13, 14, something like that. And then I've only got about 3 or 4 oracle decks, and that's because oracle decks are really hard to choose from, you guys. There's so many of them. You really got to find the ones that really call to you, and that's why I want to do those walkthroughs, because that's what I watch when it comes to oracle decks. I want to see every single card. I want to see how I can use that message. I want to see how I resonate with the deck. So this one was gifted to me by my friend Krista, and she is a very big supporter of this channel. She is all over my socials. She's rocking it. So she told me that she also has this deck. She really loved it a whole lot, and she wanted to see how much I loved it. And I'm so glad she sent this to me, because this is the best thing I've seen in a while. Like, I've spent quite a few days going through Oracle decks lately looking for a new one, and I just could not decide. So I'm so glad she sent this to me right at the right perfect time. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, you guys. I'm so excited. You already know I will put in the description box where you can find this on Amazon non-affiliated. And if you guys do decide to watch the actual walkthrough that I do of this deck, I will also link that in the description later after I do that video and release it. So like I said, I'm not gonna pump up those videos, those walkthroughs or anything. I don't really care much to endorse those. I just want them to exist because I have the decks, I have the ability to do the video, so I might as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at this box, right? This is huge. This is like the Oracle of the Mermaids box. It's gigantic. So there you got some writing in here, Messenger Oracle all over the box as always. And this one, like most of them, pops right up. So here you got your book, and I am very excited about this because this is a very small book. So usually when we get tarot and oracle decks, they are very weighty, right? They always have so much meaning they put into those cards. They really want you to reference that book. And I find with oracle decks, I don't ever touch the book. Like, very rarely. I've noticed maybe with the Mermaids deck, I will touch the book every once in a while, because they do have some that have really very specific things on there that you can't really read intuitively. But for the most part, I read oracles intuitively. I don't need the book. I don't want the book. So the fact that this is a very tiny book tells me that they want this to be openly, intuitively read, which is a beautiful thing, and I'm so grateful for that. So this book actually has this cute little message here on the back, which is also on the inside quite a few times. So if we go ahead and read through it here, it says, I am Gaia. I can't read that backwards, it's in cursive. I am Gaia. I am the daughter of Great Spirit, who is the source of all. I am both magical and divine, as is all which I create. I am the Great Mother. I am your mother, and you, beautiful soul, are a physical manifestation of my love. So this deck, I have been reading through this, as you guys always should when you get your Oracle Tarot decks. Always read through your introductions, because it's always a beautiful message from the artist, the person who did the deck, telling you what they wanted to, what they wanted the deck to be made for. So this is supposed to be Mother Gaia, Mother Earth's messengers, like her sending her messengers to tell you how whatever messages you need in your life. So this is chock full of animals, fairies, dragons. It's so beautiful, you guys, and you're gonna see that here in just a second. But what I wanted to show you is in the very beginning of this book, as always, we walk through the book. So there is that I am Gaia thing in there again. And then it is again right in the very beginning in the introduction right there. But what I love about this book is that it tells you how to connect with the cards here, and it does tell you how to cleanse them. So I haven't seen that from any other decks by far, and I know I say that every time. I've never seen a book like this, you guys, but this one is amazing that it gives you different types of incense to use or different types of smudge to cleanse your deck so that you can get it clear of all the manufacturing energy and things like that. And then it does give you a cute little like spell right here to bless your deck and to kind of activate it. And so I think that is really amazing. I've never, like I said, I've never seen that one. But then, you know, we always have our spreads. They always do their special spreads in here. And this one is a very weighty spread there to have oracle cards like that. And of course, it tells you all the things that it represents in that spread. And then your meanings are very small like that. So each card does have a number. And then there's nothing else in the back of the book until you hit the about the author. And then it gives you other oracle decks that were published by the same publisher back there as well. So I love that that's such a teeny tiny little chunk of reading for those cards. Like it's it's made to be intuitively read and openly interpreted. So I love that so much. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of these cards. So you got a beautiful green there with a pentacle on it. And these are actually not very large like the Oracle of the Mermaids. So you saw that the Oracle of the Mermaids are pretty much the same size as the box. This one's actually a lot smaller in the box, and it's not the size of the book or the box. So that's really helpful. But as you can see, these are very glossy cards. And that was kind of my biggest struggle with shuffling these to begin with. They're super, 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 super glossy, almost like the Angels of Atlantis. So it took me a long time to get the Angels of Atlantis deck to like stop sticking. And the same thing with this. I was doing lots of shuffling with this yesterday to get it to stop sticking. So there's really no way around that with glossy cards. But as you can see, each card has a beautiful image here. There is a number, and then you got your little message down there. So I'm not going to walk you guys through every single one of these because there are 50 cards in this deck, but look at this imagery, you guys. This is so vibrant, so amazing, so chock full of imagery there. And that's why I did want to do the walkthrough starting with this deck, because this deck really deserves it. And then I do have other decks that are very, very chock full of imagery that you guys never got to see, like the Starman, and the Lightseers is a very beautiful deck that I really want you guys to be able to see. So we have lots of this really beautiful ancestral looking imagery here, very fantasy. And the point of this is that it's all of Gaia's creatures, all of Gaia's children sending you messages that you need. So like I said, we got fairies, we got elves. Look at this cute little guy. We got all kinds of fun stuff in here. And everything, every animal. I thought that this was just going to be an animal deck, and it's totally not. I love that it's got fairies and dragons. These black ones are kind of hard for you to see with the glare there. But the spirit of the trees and things like that, these are just gorgeous. So I'm going to try my best in the walkthrough not to say things about the deck because I want it to be unbiased. I also don't want to do too much talking in the walkthrough of that, and that's why I want to be able to do 2 videos of these so that I can get all my talking out about this deck, because look at how gorgeous these are. Those images are just insane. And I got some amazing messages with this last night. I have not read for anyone else with this deck yet. I did want to put it back in order for the video. So just get you guys a couple more in here. And we'll end here because this one's beautiful. It says, "Believe in magic." Got some crows. Oh, there's a crow and a raven. No, they're both ravens. I lied. They're both ravens. They got the little fluffy tendrils down here. So yes, I am going to do that walkthrough for you guys so that you can see each card if you are really interested in this deck and you love the imagery and you want to see each one of those cards and you want to be able to pause it and look at them and really revel in those cards. That's what that walkthrough is going to be for you guys. So like I said, once I get that video done, I will link it in the description box. But you guys can always take responsibility, and after you hit that subscribe button, you can hit the little bell notification down there, and that will notify you guys when I post. That way you can just hit that video the second I post it, or you can always check back to the channel and just look for that video. I am going to make a playlist for that called walkthroughs, or like deck walkthroughs or something like that. And I'm super excited about it. I'm super stoked to have a tripod now and be able to use my phone with the tripod. I thought I was going to need a camera for it, but 2020 people use phones for recording, so tripods for phones exist now. I'm very excited about that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this quick little review video of this deck. I am very grateful to Krista for gifting me this deck and opening my eyes to how beautiful it is, because I'd never heard of this deck before, and when she asked me to add it to the wish list, I didn't even look at it, honestly. I was just like, okay, sure, why not? Because I told you guys, If you ever want me to add a deck to that wish list, just DM me, hit me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. I am always willing to talk to you guys. And you can always tell me, hey, I found this deck. I love it. I think you'll love it too. You should add it to your wish list. And I totally will. So that's what happened. I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't look into it. And she gifted it to me and I was just blown away. So I have been talking to her all night, just telling her how excited I am about this. I was sending my aunt pictures of the deck. I was like, I'm so sorry I'm blowing you up, but look at how beautiful this is. So I really hope you guys are as excited as I am to start doing walkthroughs on this channel. That means I am also going to be able to start doing my pick-a-cards and readings and things like that on a table now. I'm super excited for that. So I really hope that you guys made it to the end. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And say whatever you want in the comments. Tell me how beautiful this deck is, because you already know. And I really hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.